Hey everyone, welcome back to my latest baby trapping video. If you like the baby trapping videos, hit the thumbs up, really helps out the channel. Anyway, so I'm going to be doing some Dragon Arena and non-Dragon Arena today, so we'll go over some clips I got. The first one's obviously from Dragon Arena, so a little bit different than a regular one, because people always have different stats than you normally would, because there's the attack boosts and all that stuff, so depending if we're winning or losing, that's kind of what's going on. It looks like we're winning on this one, so we might actually have more attack boosts than normal, but anyway, so again, this baby trap is made for lower kind of players, so like players who aren't mythic, people who are running like gold gear and stuff like that, maybe don't have max counter and all that. Again, that's what this account is for. It's easy to bait those players because usually those guys will not solo a normal solo trap, because a normal solo trap is what, like 150 mil plus nowadays. Like, you won't get smaller guys hitting you, you only get like the titans and stuff, but this account is for the non-titans, because again, I'm only 85 million might, so non-titans will actually come and hit you. I get hit by a bunch of people that my normal soul traps would not normally get hit by, so that's kind of what this is for. But again, you gotta watch out for those titans, because they will completely destroy your trap, because you have 6 million troops and not very good base stats. So let's take a look at this first hit. This guy just sent full range, so he would have made me go into infantry phalanx no matter what. I do not have any phalanx swaps on this account, unfortunately. I am stuck in infantry, so if there's ever a cav, I'm pretty much screwed if they're pretty good. I mean, obviously if they're weaker, cav isn't going to do a crazy amount of damage, but if they are super strong and they send cav, I have no choice but either shield or just basically lose my whole front line. That's kind of my options on this account, so you gotta be very wary of who's coming in to hit you. Again, this guy is totally fine, and again, it's Dragon Ring, and I can basically get zeroed all I want, which is okay. I do actually have a clip that actually is from today's Dragon Arena, which I'll have to probably send out next week, of me getting hit by one of those, like, not max titans, but like a max account sort of thing with Mythic Champ and tempering and stuff like that. You get to see how much damage one of those attacks actually do. And he also had a 200% attack boost, which probably didn't help me because we had 0% attack boost. But I'll show you that later, or probably next week. So keep an eye out for that clip. That's pretty cool. And again, I got a ton of clips from this baby trapping today, so we'll go over those. Again, this guy just sent mixed tier 5. Again, mixed tier 5 is not going to do much to me. It did 25k. He didn't send his leader. Again, most mixed attacks aren't super strong to attack people with. So we're going to move on. This guy is now coming in. He's going to be trying freeing the leaders, but he doesn't have great gear either. Again, these are the guys that will hit my trap. Like, normally, these guys would never solo a normal solo trap. They're just too big. But obviously, my 85 mil might trap is not very intimidating. I'm only C18, so if you're smart, you kind of know I'm sitting in infantry phalanx, but not everyone is that knowledgeable about the game and doesn't know what each, let's say, castle level can actually unlock and stuff like that. But someone who knows a lot about the game will know I'm always going to be an infantry phalanx, because you cannot unlock range or cav until C20. So just throwing that out there. So I was actually thinking of going to C20 just so I can get those, so I don't get full countered, because it does hurt. So this is a situation here where I was like, oh my god, I was during, what's it called, Lord's Cup. I was just stealing people's balls. This guy ported next to me and went in for the solo attack. I popped the attack boost right away, and you'll see why, because this guy's over 1 billion might, I think, but thank god he only sent 250k, because that would have hurt a lot. So I'm going to heal up right away, because one of his guildmates decided to port next to me, and he is also over 1 billion might, and he's full mythic and all that. So this is the guy who ported next to me. Again, that's some intimidating gear if you're on an 83 mil might trap. He's scouting me. He has set the rally. Again, it doesn't matter. I'm just going to port in shield, because I'm not going to be taking a rally from anyone, especially at 85 mil. But this was the guy who hit me. He's almost full mythic. He's just missing the mythic helm, which is the B helm, which is probably the best piece. But yeah, everything else is full mythic. He's 1.4 billion might. So that guy was actually quite strong attacker, and I'm so glad he only sent 250k with some tier 2 fodder, because if he sent a full 375k, my front line would have been pretty much destroyed there. It's just because the counter research and stuff, and you just do so much damage to front lines now, and my baby trap has very, 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 very little HP. So that's kind of where that is. So yeah, again, as a C18 trap, you don't have much research done, so you don't have any like army stats, so no army HP or anything like that. You just have basic like HP, which is at like 60% HP is my base stuff. So, and again, I'm not even level 60, so I don't have level 60 gear on the account. I know I don't show my gear all the time because I'm always sitting in gear, by the way. I have no quick stops, so I have to sit in gear at all times, but it doesn't matter. It's just a bunch of free-to-play gear. It's not Mythic, because you can't even unlock Mythic at C18, so that's what it is. Anyways, we're going to move on to the next one. I ended up shielding that one, so moving on this one, I am just basically, I think I was like, I don't know if I was tile attacking or what was going on, but this guy decided to come in and hit me. Oh no, because he was going around, I think, tile hitting people, and I poured next to him, because I'm like, oh, it's pretty easy to get people to hit me if I just port next to them. So that's what happened here. Again, when you're only 85 mil might, you can get these 300 mil might guys to actually hit you. So what I was doing with my guild is I told them what phalanx they hit me with. It was, I think it was range wedge. So so one of my guys decided to go in and try and solo him. He is in Fury right now, so even, let's say, if we got capped on the solo there, we just hit him with the rally and it'd be totally fine. But we found out he could not take a solo, so it looks like, who was it? Gustavo decided to go in there and solo him. Knocked him down about 7 million might. I don't think he has that many troops. I set a tracker rally on him here, so just in case he decided to port away, we still had him. But I think he was just trying to hide his troops at that point. Yeah, he was pretty much zeroed, so yeah, so I guess he didn't have very many troops or anything like that, so it's too bad. At this point, I have his leader, but I don't really need a leader, by the way, because I'm not going to be getting alter days on this account. Well, I can't get alter days on this account because I'm a C18 and I cannot execute anything, so it would be much better for me to give this leader that I have. You can see his stuff he has here. He did have the stacking familiar Griffin and stuff, so he's not like the worst attacker. Did 28k, sent at 250k, he ended up losing 165,000. I'm not sure if his infirmaries are full or he just doesn't have enough beds, but unfortunately for him, he wasn't expecting to get, or his attack to be zeroed like that, so, and I was just letting you know, it's like, it's really easy to get this count, like, hit, because again, you're a C18, 85 mil might, people are just like, oh, he must be weak or something like that. Traps nowadays are not this might, so you're not expecting it to be a trap just because most traps are not running around at 85 mil might anymore. Again, they're 120 plus, 150 mil might, 200 mil might at solo traps nowadays, so people just don't expect the 85 mil might solo trap. Like I said, I do have to worry about other people that are strong, but I always check every single guild to make sure if there is any strong people, that's going to happen. So anyways, what I'm going to do here is port next to him and release the leader. Hopefully they're actually going to go for it. They are a little slow, and I don't think they sped up at all. No, they didn't decide to speed up. So he ended up actually sheltering the leader, unfortunately. So I'm looking back and forth to like, do they have the leader? Do they get it? What's going on? I'm trying to see if anyone got it or not, but yeah, like I said, unfortunately, it looks like they did end up sheltering. I do have like 400 relocators on this account because at one point I didn't play on this account for almost a year because it was what it's called, a C16 stuck in open kingdoms, and you can't really get hit by people nowadays on a C16. It's just not strong enough. The tier 1, tier 2 comps are pretty weak nowadays, so I was kind of stuck not using it. Then I turned it into a tier 3, but now they've increased the damage again, so I don't even know what to do. Anyway, so he ended up actually hitting me again right after that. So if you're wondering what was going on, he decided to actually attack me again with his leader. So he gave me his leader a second time. I'm just like, okay. And he didn't heal up any of his troops, so I don't know. I guess he just took it out of his what's called his shelter and decided to attack me with what he had left, and he didn't have any infirmary space, so he ended up just losing all those troops. So hopefully for him, he had some sanctuary space that he actually filled that up with, but other than that, so I'm going to try and time it this time. They'll be sending their attacks. I'll time it as the leader's coming back, trying to get that, or trying to make sure that he can't shelter it this time, but I don't know if he could, because I think he just sent the rest of his troops at me. So anyways, let's take a look here, and he did, what was it called? I think Drona decided to get it, or was able to get it. So Drona was able to get the leader, which is awesome, so gave him the leader. So that's something you can do with your guild mates and stuff like that. Just tell them, hey, I'm going to be trapping this guy, get ready, because they can either rally him or gangbang him or whatever they were going to do. We were actually just planning on rallying him, but obviously he did not have enough troops to take a rally, so we ended up just gangbanging him here. So that's something you do with one of your guilds and stuff. Just, again, if you're going to be using this trap, make sure you, first off, you're not in a kingdom with any crazy attackers because you could get zeroed pretty easily. And second, yeah, just make sure there's no one super strong. That's the same thing, but again, you do not want those people hitting me. Trust me, especially Cab Blast, especially if they know what's going on, because a smart attacker will just send a Cab Blast at you, and you're in big trouble at this thing. Maybe go up to C20. But the one reason I am staying C18 is I can go into Fury, because it's only a 5-minute Fury thing, so it doesn't matter if I go into Fury or not. They cannot start a rally on me. Or they can start a rally on me, but I can shield before the rally hits, because my Fury timer will be up before the rally actually walks. So keep that in mind. That's why I'm C18 and not a C20, but if I went up to C20, I could actually change my phalanxes. Anyways, moving on to the next clip here. So I am just kind of zoomed out here to make sure that no one is porting around here for a gangbang or anything like that. I try to see as much or have as much information as possible when I'm trapping, so try to look around, usually to see if more people are coming up and stuff, but this one I wasn't too worried, but that's usually why I'm super zoomed out here. So this guy is actually quite strong. He's 1.2 bill might, has some decent mythic gear there, so I'm just like, yeah, he's really slow though. It's like I wasn't sure if he was starting a rally on me or he was solo attacking me, but here he goes. He's finally set up his attack, and it's a Cab Blast, which I should have popped the attack boost. Hindsight, I don't know why I didn't pop the attack boost, because he does have mythic gear and it was a Cab Blast and I saw what he was sending, so I was like, I don't know why I decided not to pop the attack boost, but I didn't. He sent a full 375k too, so it was a quite strong blast. At least at C18, I can kind of see what they're sending. At C16, I would not be able to see exactly what they're sending. I wouldn't even know if they're sending Cav at that point, so, or what tier they're sending, but at least I knew it was tier 4 Cav. It wasn't tier 5, which is nice. That's his Cav gear, mostly mythic. He is missing one piece for his legs there, it looks like. They're at gold, but again, quite good attacker, not a Titan or anything like that. I could take the hit 375k, but I am losing some troops here. Again, if I pop the attack boost, I might have saved a little bit of troops there, but losing like 100k is not the worst thing ever. A lot of those go in the Sanctuary, and I get like, I only lose like 20% of them, so I only lost technically like 30k troops. But yeah, it's decent attacker there. Look at that, full mythic minus the legs, which is that an infantry one? What's on the title? I don't know what's going on. I don't know if he knows what he's going on. He took forever to set up this attack, by the way. He lost 178k tier 4, so I'll take that one. He did about 500k damage to me. But again, yeah, so he actually ended up getting his leader back, I think, and I didn't actually have my accessories on, and this is why I always sit in my war gear. Now you finally got to see my war gear, but there you go. Now I get to zoom in, see if he's going to attack me again, but I think he kind of gave up after the first attack because I was able to cap it. My might really didn't drop after his attack, so I don't think he's going to go in for a second attack, but yeah, so I lost 123,000, so that's about 30k losses, I would say, from the Sanctuary. So I only lost technically 30k once I get those out of the Sanctuary, so not the worst thing in the world. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the baby trapping clip today. I will have some more clips. I do have the stream on Sunday 12:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I will be doing an arm wrestling match, so don't miss that one. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys in the next one.